mastered, which is her Bravo Brow. Frankly, for me, my two desert island products, right, makeup products, are brows and cheek, right, which is blush, really. And both of those are in our show tonight, and I would implore you to get them. This is a fantastic brow pencil that I have to say, I always say this, it's not too creamy, but not too dry. It's right in the middle. So you have these 4 shades to choose from, and I think we start here. Here is the taupe. This is the medium brown. Here's the blonde, and then dark brown, right? So blonde should be on this side of taupe, and then medium brown, and then dark brown. You're also getting the fantastic brow gel that I used that is so, so good. A brow gel is a must in your makeup routine, no matter what, and then the great sharpener. So, Amber, let's get into it, because eyebrows, I feel like, are also something that a lot of people overlook, or like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to look too like Groucho Marxy, and 100%, I don't like too dark brows is not a necessary thing, but full brows can give you lifted and more youthful appearance, no matter what age you are. So
yeah, I mean,
yes.
You and I are sisters on this. I would, like, brows are the thing I will not leave home without, because it changes the look of our face. And let me tell you, my brows don't look like this, but that's what this pencil is beautiful for. Brows can give you an instant lift, like you said. It can make us look more awake. I know we're going to do a demo with Suzanne that is so impressive, because when you see her, listen, so many of us, I was a 90s girl, I overplucked. And as we start to age, you know, the hairs, I'm convinced they go south. They leave your brows and they come out your chin. It's just unfortunate. But here we see Suzanne here, right? I mean, look, it happens. But this tool, this pencil, can make such a difference. Look at the brow that she already has done. And what I want to point out, this is powder suspended in a pencil. Now she's going to apply this to the other brow, right? And you would never know when you see her before and after here. And Suzanne, you are beautiful, but we had those skinny brows. It was very in, and now we're back to full. Look how easy she can put this on. So this is that powder that is suspended in a pencil. We also have this specialty blend of waxes, so it's going to stick to your skin. Why that's important is because it's going to go on. And for those of us who might not have hair everywhere, for me, I don't have it on the tails. I need to add a little bit to the top. And I love that Suzanne is adding it to the top, because she's instantly going to give herself a brow lift. Now she's going to use the spoolie, which is built in on the other end, just to blend that out softly. And look at her brows. It does not look like she penciled them on. She looks natural and gorgeous, but wow, what a difference in terms of opening up our eyes and framing our face.
Come on, come on.
Yeah,
come
it's ridiculous,
on.
right? I know.
You can't deny that is what a brow does for a face. It's youthful. Absolutely it is. And on top of the fact that it's on trend, right? But it doesn't matter if it's no matter what, a fuller brow is more youthful, Amber.
It is, and I think what we saw her with Suzanne doing this, by the way, Suzanne is wearing this in the taupe, is that it's so easy, right? You don't have to struggle over this. In less than a minute, she was able to put this on. The powders are buildable, but they're going to look natural. I think so many of us are afraid that if we put on our brows, that it's going to look, like you said, like a Groucho Marx or overdone. This is the most natural looking pencil, and with just a few strokes, like I add a little bit here to the top, which is what I tell women to do. You know, when we were younger, I learned to add fullness to the bottom, but if that was when my brows were a little bit higher than they are now, you can create an instant eye lift. Yes, by adding it to the top, just like you are, just a little bit. Then we brush it out with the spoolie. It's going to look so natural.
Now I want to talk about this formula, because I spoke about this with Laura many, many times. You think, all right, an eyebrow pencil, that's cool, whatever. I can get an eyebrow pencil from any brand and it's going to be all the same. You would think. No. As I thought too. I was like, okay, another eyebrow pencil, let's go for it. I love my brows. I also lost them. I plucked them all, and now they came back, and now I have bald spots, so I have to fill them in. If not, I get like an anxiety attack. But this formula is incredible because sometimes eyebrow pencils could be too creamy and then they start to move around and then then that's when you start losing control of what you're doing, right? And then they can get a little bit too dark, whatever. This formula, Amber, she actually kind of like fell upon it, right? Because it wasn't even supposed to be an eyebrow pencil.
Well, Laura's whole thing is she is the lazy gal's guide to makeup. Right now, by the way, we see Luann. She's wearing this in the blonde, and then she was applying the brow gel on top to lock them in place. But the pencil is powder suspended into a pencil. So if you remember back in the day, we all used to take those like little powders with the brushes and it would come in a little pot. Oh my gosh, Luann, you look so amazing. And look at Luann's before and after. Again, what a difference the brow makes. It's opening her eyes. It's helping to frame her face. Her entire eye, it looks like she had an eye lift. In seconds. It's such a transformational thing. But again, that pencil is what is so magical to help it look natural because these powders are blended with things like citric acid, which is a beautiful antioxidant. We have these specialty waxes that have long-wearing polymers, so they're going to stick to the skin, but yet it will never look penciled on. You don't look like you're markered on. I mean, Luann, you look stunning. They just look so natural, incredible. And this pencil, if you remember back in the day, we all had those powders in those like little pots and you need a brush. No, Laura was like, I am the lazy gal's guide to makeup. I want this all-in-one product. And that is why she created this brow. Look how powdery soft it goes on. And I think that's the thing women love. So you're getting that same technology that you would with a traditional powder. However, we've got those long-wear polymers. Oh, I love that you're demoing this right now. So if you're somebody who wants to draw those individual hairs, this comes with the sharpener. You just sharpen it like a regular pencil. So you can create those hairs. Or for areas, like the tail, like the middle, and kind of what I do. I just like a bold brow, so I fill it all in. I'm like, go as dark as you can. And you're wearing this, by the way, in the medium brown.
I'm wearing it in the taupe. Because
you have it in the taupe. Okay.
I'm wearing the taupe because I have my own system that sometimes, not necessarily, yes, because a lot of the times we're like, go with your root, your hair color root, right? So it's like, all right, and I've tried that before, and I used to be like a bleach blonde, but my root, I'm a brunette. So I would go with dark brown or medium brown, and then because already I have like more severe brows, they would be too intense, too much. So then I was like, let me play. And then I started playing with taupes. Taupe has always been my go-to now because what it is, it's such a neutral for everyone, right? No matter what, even if you do have dark black hair, if you put in the taupe, it's giving you just enough of a natural shadow in the background to fill that it doesn't need to darken. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Taupe is the color that I tell everybody, if you're unsure of where to go, taupe is a very universal color. So again, my mother, she's got that salt and pepper hair. I tell my silver sirens out there, you can go for taupe. I would say if you've got that platinum blonde to auburn hair, you're going to go with the blonde. Taupe, like we said, very universal color.
There's the taupe.
You're wearing this in the taupe too. Okay, so Suzanne is wearing this in the taupe. If you've got darker brown or rather medium brown hair, I wear this in the medium brown. And then if you've got richer hair, maybe if you just like a bolder brow, you can go with that dark brown. But again, it's never going to look heavy. These are those beautiful powders that give you that soft, fluffy, visibly fuller brow without ever looking like you took a marker to it.
It's really fantastic. It literally, you said it perfectly. It is a powder and a pencil. So if you feel like you can't control sometimes those creamier pencils, you will be able to control this. You've got to try it to believe it. We were just talking, my mom was putting it on yesterday and I was like, how do you love it? And she absolutely adores it. All right, so the pencil itself is normally $22. The brow gel is normally $22 as well. And the sharpener 8, it's a $52 value for $28. You've got to try it. Blonde, taupe, medium brown, and dark brown. All right, coming up in a couple of minutes.